Hey everybody, I'm Jason Arsenault, former law enforcement, canine professional, father, and husband. So today I want to elaborate a little bit more on what we talked about the other day in the last video about creating that signature program. So some of the reasons why we want to do a signature program um, is was explained in the last video. So here's some of the benefits of having a signature program. So first, it's going to be time efficiency. So we all know that time is precious, and that a lot of people don't have a lot of time. They're busy with school, they're busy with kids, they're busy with work, whatever, right? So a structured program is often going to be more time efficient. So instead of spending time on each lesson deciding what we want to cover, since it's already planned out, we can jump right into the content and we can maximize the time that we have with our clients, right? So this efficiency is not only respects your client's time, but it allows for more focused and impactful learning experience because we know what we're doing, we're not wasting time, and we're getting right down to business. Okay, so on the flip side, if you're a training company and you have dog trainers under you, since this program is designed by you could train other trainers more efficiently, and being able to add more productivity to your business, right? So imagine being able to train fully train a trainer and onboard them in like 2 weeks, right? If they've already got dog training experience, if they've already got some level of knowledge, we can jump right in, give them a signature program, and they're good to go within probably 2 weeks, right? Another benefit of that is if you have multiple trainers, multiple locations, or whatever, you be able to switch trainers in and out, right? So if someone gets sick, another trainer can cover for them, or if one of your clients moves to a different city or a different place where you have a location, then your other trainers are going to be able to jump right in and take over or understand the training that was involved to begin with, right? So not only that, the next one is going to be goal alignment, right? So what do you think a goal does for your client, right? They're going to have a designated outcome so they know what to expect along the way, right? So we all know that one size doesn't fit all, okay? And neither do individual lessons for that matter. So with a training program, what we do is we can create a base content, and then we can add in our clients' specific needs and wants, right? So like I talked about in the last video, a lot of trainers seem to have some sort of negative connotation, limiting belief about a designed signature program because you'll hear a lot that train the dog in front of you, or this is cookie cutter training. Now, that's just based on not understanding. So with the signature program, we understand that one size doesn't fit all. So we must realize that a lot of good trainers can realize that a lot of program problems will just be fixed with basic obedience from the dog, right? So what we can do is our signature program will cover the basics, and then once the dog has an overall understanding of communication and what's expected of them, and the different obedience behaviors, then it's a lot easier to tackle those behavioral issues such as aggression or reactivity, stuff like that, right? So with individual lessons, you may be taking a lot more time to do that, and the client doesn't really have a goal set for each session, right? So this way we can ensure that each session contributes to the overall objective, and it just makes the learning journey a lot more purposeful and enjoyable for the clients, I think. And I think the clients also see the bigger picture and understand how each step will contribute to their success, right? So having a determined goal for a specific program, it's going to give you like quite a bit, several benefits that will contribute to the success of the program. So some of the key advantages are going to be clarity, right? Clarity of purpose. A well-defined end goal gives your client clarity on the desired outcome of the program, right? So they'll understand that, okay, my dog is expected to do this and this and this by the end of the 5 weeks or 5 sessions, whatever it's going to be, right? And, they'll be able to align their efforts accordingly. So if they know that they're struggling on a certain aspect of the training or a certain, behavior, then, they can call you up and say, look, I'm not ready for my next appointment. I haven't mastered what I've already been taught. So that'll help you as a trainer direct your clients and help them reach their desired outcome. So another reason it's good to give you extra motivation and engagement, right? So, when, just like what I talked about before, when you hit certain stages. So if you're training it, I don't know if some of you may not understand tracking or that kind of working dog training, but when your dog is on a track and they seem to hit certain goals, maybe they'll find an article along the track that'll give them a boost of dopamine, okay, and it'll clarify to the dog that they're on the right track. So just like people, if we give them specific structure along the way and they can hit those goals, that's going to give them more motivation and engagement to continue on the program. And it provides a clear path forward, and they're going to see their progress over time, right? So usually the structured nature of a program is going to have like built-in accountability measures, whether through check-ins with the trainer, assignments, that kind of thing. So there's going to be a lot more accountability with them, right? It'll help keep the clients on track and committed to their goals, because a lot of the clients are going to be spending a lot of money with you, and you want to make sure that they're going to get what they want and actually have fun doing it. So it gives them a reason to commit their time and effort to the program, because they're going to be able to see those tangible results and the benefits they're going to receive upon completion. So we're also going to have, like I talked about, kind of straightforward, measurable success, right? The end goal, we've already understood that we already know what the end goal is going to be, because we've done it. We've created this program and we know the end result of the program and how long it's going to take. So we're going to be able to, set out some benchmarks within the training. Whether you're doing a board and train, you'll have benchmarks for the trainers to complete at certain times. For example, week 1 on a board and train is going to be fundamentals, right? Week 2 is going to be starting with distractions. Number 3 is going to be starting out with field trips, stuff like that. And week 4 is the go home week. So it's going to be a little bit scaled down, but more outside field trips and that kind of thing, right? So you'll be able to have a plan in place on how you're going to achieve your end goal. So having a clear end goal helps participants stay focused on the core objectives of the program, and it's going to minimize the distractions and ensure that resources are directed towards the activities that accomplish the desired outcome, right? So sometimes clients can get a little bit antsy when it comes to the training. They want to try and jump ahead, and they'll get. I've heard this a lot when people. They come in and, how is this going to help? There's no other dogs around here. My dog's reactive. They need to be out around other dogs before the program or for the training to work. Well, in this case, we're going to have a train, we don't know better than that, but we're going to be able to specifically tell them our pathway and our plan on how we want to proceed and why it's going to help their dogs, right? Because people, they want to jump ahead and it doesn't work that way. We can have resource optimization with a scheduled or a signature program. So having an end goal allows for the efficient allocation of any kind of resources that we have, and we can prioritize activities, allocate the time and manpower based on whatever end goal we're going to have, right? So if we need to go out into public and do some training, we know ahead of time that, okay, now we need maybe an extra staff member to come out, or invite another client out to be a distraction for the dogs, right? Or we know at certain times of the day, at a certain park in the city is going to be busier than other times. So we want to plan our training lessons, plan our training lessons around those times. So we just want to make sure that we're not wasting our time and effort on just things that don't make any sense, right? So if we go to that busy park when no one's ever there, then what's the point of going out on a field trip, right? And we're going to have enhanced communication. So it's going to be a focal point with communication with the program. Clear communication about the desired outcome is going to help all the participants have a shared understanding on what everybody is collectively working towards, right? So I know it can be probably frustrating for a client to pay probably thousands of dollars for dog training and then not knowing typically what's going to be expected. But by having that goal and program in place, that we'll be able to articulate the process and what's going to be expected. And of course, a celebration of achievement. By the end of the program, we're going to be able to pinpoint, the beginning, what the dog looked like before, and then what it looks like after, right? Because we've seen those results. We've done this training hundreds and thousands of times, right? So we know the outcome, and we know how the dog is going to be at the end. And we were able to celebrate with the clients who just spent thousands of dollars training with us, right? And most of the time, that's a great feeling for trainers. That's probably why we do the job that we do, is because we get to see that outcome of the dog and the joy in the owner's face when they've seen a totally transformed dog, right? So that is going to boost our morale, and not only our morale, but theirs as well, because now they have this dog that they've actually envisioned when they purchased a dog or adopted a dog or whatever, right? Now they have this dog they can take places and not be embarrassed about, right? So because everybody loves to win, and we win, we gain confidence. And with these certain, goal expectations, small wins, big wins, everything will boost the confidence and help you and your client build that better relationship. And hopefully it'll help with the word of mouth for future clients, right? So it's a great thing, like I said, to see that enjoyment from the dog's owner. So I think sustainability and legacy is going to be another thing that we can add to having a signature program, right? So the end goal is going to allow for the completion of the progress, but if you package this signature program properly, you're going to be able to help your clients with long-term sustainability and expectations, right? So not only, a lot of dog trainers will just say, okay, we train the dog, done. Okay, by having that signature program, we can add in, for added value, some, follow-up lessons throughout the year, or, something like that. And we want to continue going beyond the time frame of the immediate purchase, right? Because everybody's going to have problems once they go through this. So we want to make sure that we can maintain a happy clientele by providing more than what is in their expectations. So that is probably some of the best reasons I can come up with for having a signature program. So yeah, I think it's probably in everybody's best interest to create a signature program instead of doing the one-offs training sessions, because it's just from what I've explained, I think it can lead to a better trained dog and a happier client. So thanks everybody for listening. If you like this content, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.